Well, hey there folks, this is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike and I do bees. But today, we're not doing bees. Today, we are in northern Minnesota on Moose Lake. And we're going out on a canoe trip. Guys, I know it's windy, so it's going to be hard to hear. This is Moose Lake. We're north of Ely, Minnesota, and we're getting ready to go out to the Boundary Water Canoe Area Wilderness for 5 days and 4 nights. Tomorrow morning we'll be getting on a towboat similar. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll be videoing it down there. And we'll be heading on over to Birch Lake Portage. It's a 5-rod portage, and we're going to start canoeing there. We'll be using a Winona Champlain. I think there's 18.5 foot, maybe 18. Very lightweight. That way you can portage in between lakes. And yeah. We're going to be out there for a while doing some fishing, camping, and enjoying life. So it's just that time of year to go ahead and take a break. Things are hot down in Louisiana. This morning it was 55 here. It is about 70 with the wind blowing right now. And it's not even near hot. I mean, it's beautiful. Next 2 days are going to be nice and cool. Then we'll get into a little bit of warmer weather, but it'll struggle to get into the 80s. So, hey, that is a lot better than sitting down in that humidity right now. And it's between harvests, it's between inspections, it's between everything you do with bees right now. So it's the perfect time to be up here and checking things out. I don't see a lot of honeybees on the flowers around here when I look around. See some bumblebees, but very few where I was at on the Gunflint trail. And I bet bees would do wonderful up here this time of year. There are so many wildflowers blooming, but I don't see honeybees. So don't know where the beekeepers are or where the feral colonies are, but I didn't see a lot of them. Maybe one day I could live up here and have some hives. I don't know. Bet there won't be no small hive beetles up here. So the first part of this trip, we spent 3 days at the Gunflint Lodge up on the Gunflint Trail north of Grand Marais, Minnesota. That's right on the Canadian border. And I shot a video, and I'll put that in here as well. But that's what we did the first 3 days. And then we came over here to Ely, which is about 4 hours around the bottom, but only about 40 miles across the lakes. So we came out and we spent 3 days up there, enjoyed ourselves, came over here and met our friends from Florida who you saw in the North Florida bee videos. And we're going to go with them and their kids, and we're going to have 6 people on this party, and we're going to head on out tomorrow morning first thing. So I'll do a little bit of footage of that, the front part of the trip. Not much, I didn't shoot a lot. We did a little hiking, we did a little fishing, canoeing. Hiked back 1.5 miles in a thunderstorm. That's fun. Yeah, I'm hoping to put a few tidbits of video in of what we do out here, and let y'all see what I'm doing on vacation when I'm not messing with the bees. It's gonna be a good time, and it's always beautiful up here. Did a beautiful trip last year up into the Quetico Provincial Park in Canada, across the border up here, and it was a great time. So we're planning on having another great time, and I'm ready to go. It's good to just get out there in the wilderness. There's no phones, no roads, no nothing out there. Nothing. It's just you in the wilderness, in the campsite, and your friends, and time to just enjoy yourself and relax. All right. So we're doing a quick 3-day stay over until we head out into the Boundary Waters out of Ely, but we're over on the Gunflint Lake, on the Gunflint Trail, at one of the oldest lodges up here. We got a cabin, and this is the Gunflint Lodge. Established 1927. We've been wanting to come here for a while, and it's all contained here. We don't have to go anywhere. We got a restaurant. We got the lake, we got fishing, we got canoeing, we got rentals, we got horseback riding, we got zip lining, we got classes. See what kind of classes. Today means tomorrow, but they're going to talk about loons, candle making, geology, the aurora, we'll be going to that. Crafts, music. The next day, birding, snakes, music. There's the lake behind the lodge. A little breezy out here, so might get a little wind noise. You can rent power boats, pontoon boats, canoes and kayaks and such come with the room. And just over those hills on the backside is Canada. So very, very far north. And the weather's beautiful. Mid-70s, breezy, and it's August. Now where we're at, there's no cell phone signal up here. They do have Wi-Fi, but we just did a quick check-in and we'll probably turn that off. We're way up on the Gunflint Trail. It was a trail that was established from the Boundary Waters where the fur traders would go back and forth to Grand Portage, Hudson Bay and everything. This trail went all the way down to Lake Superior. It's about an hour drive because it's slow going. It's curvy, but it's probably about 30-40 miles up here. And you're up here. We're almost at the end of the Gunflint Trail, a little further up. There's nothing up there. I mean, there's resorts, a few homes, but for the most part, it's the edge of the Boundary Water. So let me go show you where our cabin's at. Come on down. This is ours. So they're building a hillside and we're in the shade and it's like 75 out. They're nice and cool and there's no AC in here. We're in the cabin. It's nice in here. Got a little kitchenette. Got your fireplace. They got a TV in here. I don't know. That's fine. Guess maybe if it's raining or something you don't want to read. Couch chair. And one bathroom, toilet room, closet. And that's all you need. That's going down. The lodge, of course, is that way. Just came from there. And this skirts the bank to all the little patios. Chairs all the way down. That's it. I'm getting a rest. The bees are getting a rest. 3 days from now, we'll be heading out in the Boundary Waters. But that's going to be out of Ely, Minnesota, which is a few hours west of here. About 30-35 miles via the lakes and the portages and the trader routes. And next year I'll be doing that trip. Alrighty, heading back in. Came across the lake. Nice paddle. It's not rough, a little breezy, but nothing like the wind in Bailey Bay last year. Whew. Well, we're here, and we're heading down to the lake, all of us, the whole crew. All right, so it's about 6:30, 6:40 in the morning. You're loading up the boats here in a second, and we're gonna go up to, where are we going? Birch Lake, that's right. We're going to Birch Lake. We're on Moose Lake now, just like last year. Except Beth talked us into going for 5 days instead of 3. So this shall be a test for Jill. But Jill usually steps up to the challenge pretty good. We'll know it about day 3. That's about the time we should know. Brandon and Bryce. All right. Well, nice to meet all y'all. We're heading out. Well, it's Knife Lake. We made it. It took us a while only because we did good up until Theron and I decided to scope out a second campsite, and we didn't think that through real well. So he and I and his sons paddled way more miles than we should have, but in the end, I think we're 8 miles out, and did a few portages. I forget how many, 4 or 5, and some of those, well, we went ahead and did lined our canoes up the fast water. Wasn't super fast, but it was slick. It's gonna be a lot easier going down, or we might portage. I don't know. I like that. I like that water, lining that, because while it's rough and it's tiring, it's easier than unloading and loading those canoes. But here's our campsite for the next 4 days. So this is the landing. Nice landing. Theron's going to put a hammock up there. He already called dibs. I think he's going to end up giving it to his wife, though. Got our canoes stowed out of the weather, out of the wind, in case we have a storm blow up. Don't want to lose those. Let's go on up the hill. It's steep. Our little landing's nice. It is steep. Well, we've gotten settled in. We hadn't got our hammocks hung, but we've gotten our tents up and our fire going. Got our food ready to start cooking. Alright, so Jill and I are here. This is our tent. Good shady spot in the day. Here's the site. Everybody's working hard except me. Everybody's working hard except me.
That's ours.
That's the boys. And that's the black rain cloud moving in.
Oh, wow.
We still haven't found a place to hang our food barrels yet. But this is a nice site, wide open. And here's the view every morning. That's the fire going. A little windy out. This is our view. You gotta love this every morning. Jill's gonna break out her compass. But look at this view. Now the toilet, let's take you up there.
That's a view too.
Get your oxygen.
And now this is gonna be a tough crawl at night or in the rain. We got a little clothesline set up over here. Didn't want to obstruct our view. There's a hammock down in the weeds. He's got a nice view of the lake. That's Joshua's. Let's go up this, as it was told to us, goat trail. Now this is a goat trail. Now, in the Quetico, we just carried a trowel or a spade to dig the holes. Here, they have latrines. Well, I'm not so sure about these things. They're pretty rank. This camera does not do this hill justice. Here is the privy, as it's called. It's a toilet. It's a hole in the ground with a seat. Unfortunately, this is one of the best views. So that's the campsite. Look up there. It's beautiful. And then you have that. That's all right. Oh, there's the site. There's the camp. Outside of our poor planning on coming to the second site, it wasn't a bad paddle until that point. That's a story all in and of itself. It's the last night. You probably can't even see me. But we go home tomorrow. We paddle out tomorrow. Let's take a look at the evening view. Man. But it's peaceful, peaceful. If ever you want to find a peaceful place. Alright, we go that way tomorrow. And we portage into, I think, Carp Lake, maybe? I can't remember. Look at my map. Then Birch Lake. And then our 5-rod portage into Sucker Lake where they'll pick us up. I think it's going to be right at 8 miles.